Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? JARON Ennis with a first round KO over Thomas Dulorme. You know, I was expecting this fight to maybe go 6, 7 rounds, 8 tops. But I knew JARON was going to go in there and do exactly what he did. You know, obliterate this guy. Show that he's not supposed to be in the ring with him because simply he's not. Man, JARON Ennis is just levels above any of these like up and coming guys or any of these stepping stone veteran fighters. You know, it's good for him to continue to get fights and get these type of guys in the ring, you know, just to continue to sharpen up his skills. But I mean, you know, part of me wonders like, damn, what if, and I know he's a guy that's focused, he determined, he dedicated to his craft, so I don't really expect him to like slip up and get caught slipping by one of these dudes that ain't on his level. But I'm just like, damn, bro, like these dudes not supposed to be in the ring with JARON Ennis, bro. This shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? He caught Dulorme with a chopping overhand right, you know what I'm saying, behind the head, which was a legal punch because Dulorme ducked down, you know what I'm saying, hurt him immediately. It was like right on the ear, you know, towards the back of the head, hurt him immediately. Dulorme was visibly hurt. Even when he took his time to get up, he was still stumbling, you know, and after that, you know, and I love the fact that Ennis started out patient. He wasn't forcing the action in this fight. I mean, he was popping his jab, very stiff, very strong, powerful, and crisp, and it was landing accurately. And you know, he kept that working, and Dulorme got a little aggressive, and you know what I'm saying, JARON Ennis made him pay. And you know, I like that JARON Ennis took a very solid shot from Dulorme, who does have some power, and he took it well. You know what I'm saying? He took that shot and came back hitting on something heavy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, Dulorme got up, Ennis came back and hit him with a straight left, right hook, then another straight left. Pop! You dig what I'm saying? Like, this man different, bro. He knocked him down in the orthodox position, in the orthodox stance with an overhand right, and then stopped him in a southpaw stance with a straight left. The brother got power in both hands. He has speed. He has athleticism. He has ring IQ. He got it, as far as what we see now, he got a decent chin. He got the dog mentality. He got stamina. Like, bruh, there's literally nothing that JARON Ennis can't do. And we know he can make, as far as what we've seen, we know that he can make adjustments and switch things up. But we haven't really seen him in the trenches and face adversity and like really have to make adjustments in order to change the trajectory of the fight or give him an opportunity to win or come up out of a bad situation. So me personally, I'm not one of these guys that gotta see it to believe it. Like, when I watch JARON Ennis, I know what the fuck I'm watching. I don't need to see him fight Earl to know that, or to see him fight Terrence Crawford or Keith Thurman to know that he the goods. I want to see those fights. Yes, absolutely. But I know he the goods right now. I don't have to see him fight those dudes to know what the fuck I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers out here, like, you know, people was telling me, I had people in the comment section talking about, man, you talking about Shakur Stevenson got dog in him, but where you get that from? I ain't seen it yet. He got to prove it. I'm like, bruh, I know what the fuck I'm watching, dog. I know what JARON Ennis got, bruh. Like, come on, I done seen enough film on this dude to know what he brings to the table, and I know what he can put together in the course of 12 rounds whenever you do get to that point. So, you know, JARON Ennis, he said, he called out everybody in the top 5, Crawford, Spence, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, all the Ugas, all those guys. But Jim Gray told him, man, hey, man, narrow that shit down, bro. You named a whole lot of names. He said, well, I'm ranked number 3 in the IBF. Give me ERROL Spence. You dig what I'm saying? And I told y'all, if anybody gonna give JARON Ennis a chance out of the top guys that's champions right now, the known top guys, and we know ERROL Spence is the man in the welterweight division. He the big fish. He number 1 on anybody's list at 147, the only unified champion. You know what I'm saying? And with the best resume at welterweight right now amongst the top guys. No question. not debatable. You dig what I'm saying? And I told y'all that Errol Spence will be the first one to give JARON Ennis an opportunity. Out of the top guys, he will be the first one. He's the first one to acknowledge JARON Ennis, and he's gonna be the first one to give him an opportunity, whether it be at 147 or 154. We know Earl got business that he trying to take care of with unifications, undisputed. He want to fight Ugas, and he want to fight the win out of Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. But JARON Ennis say, I'm number 3 in an IBF, and I want Errol Spence. And I love that. I told y'all in my last video the downside to JARON Boost Ennis, and this is part of it. He gonna have to come out and talk. He gonna have to talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to let motherfuckers know he in the building. He gonna have to pull up on them and let them smell his motherfucking cologne so they can know he in the building and know what type of smoke he bringing. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what he doing. You feel me? You could tell he was visibly up. He was kind of disappointed. You know, he was politically correct up there and said, you know, man, I got the win. It is what it is. But he was disappointed with how quick the fight ended. He wanted to get the work in. I wanted him to get the work in. I'm kind of fucked up that the fight ended in the first round. But Dulorme don't belong in the ring with the dude anyway. I told y'all that when the fight got made. I said, bruh, I didn't want to see this fight because I thought it was a step back from Lipinets, because I just felt like Dulorme he coming off 2 losses, bruh. The dude don't belong in there with this man. You know, so even JARON Ennis, I know he felt like that, bro. Like, bro, first round knockout, bro. I ain't even get a chance to show my skills. I ain't even get a chance to show y'all all the shit I've been working on. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, anyways, bro, like, I would love to see Errol Spence versus JARON Ennis. I would love to see Terrence Crawford versus JARON Ennis. I would love to see Keith Thurman versus JARON Ennis. I bet Keith Thurman know who the fuck JARON Ennis is right now. You know what I'm saying? I bet he know who the fuck JARON Ennis is right now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they got to give him, I want to see JARON Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz ASAP. I want to see Ennis versus Ortiz right now. The winner out of that fight, they need to make, the winner out of that fight get a chance to fight Crawford, Spence, or fight for undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I want to see JARON Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz right now. Ain't no use of marinating that fight. Ain't no use of waiting on that, because Ortiz is getting opportunities that JARON Ennis ain't gonna get. I told y'all, bro. People, the fighters, they looking at Ortiz as a more beatable guy. This just the facts. You know, that, and no shade on Ortiz. He can fight. I love Ortiz. I love watching him fight. He's an incredible fighter. Very fun to watch. But he looks more beatable than JARON Ennis. So he's getting opportunities that Ennis ain't gonna get. The only way Ennis gonna get a championship opportunity is a real motherfucker like Errol Spence saying, I bet I'm gonna fight you. Or him literally getting into a mandatory position and forcing a motherfucker to fight him. That's it. Other than that, bro, Ennis not gonna get these fights that we want to see him in. He not gonna get these fights unless, number one, he become mandatory, or a real motherfucker like Errol Spence just say, man, look, fuck everything else, I'm gonna fight this dude. You know, and I don't expect Earl to do that before he get his chances at these belts, because we already know he on a crusade, you know what I'm saying? Just like all the other top guys at welterweight. So I'm not putting the obligation on Errol Spence until JARON Ennis becomes mandatory for the IBF. When he becomes mandatory, that's a whole nother story. But until he becomes mandatory, Errol Spence need to keep doing what he's doing, focus on becoming undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And Ennis need to keep trying to get these dudes in the ring so he can get to that mandatory position. Because that's the only way he gonna get a shot. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's the downside to being JARON Ennis. It's a downside to being this damn good, man. It's hard to get fights. And that's been a theme for incredibly talented black fighters for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. You know, I know y'all heard of, you know what I'm saying, Black Murderers Row. I know y'all heard of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's years and years and years and years, man. This shit been going on. If you ain't a mandatory, if you're not a champion, and you a great fighter like Boost Ennis, it's going to be hard to get fights, because champions, they get mandatories. You even see Devin Haney, he's a champion, and he can't even get his mandatory in the fucking ring. You know what I'm saying? So the only way you really going to get fights is if you're a champion, bro, because you got mandatories and shit. But even then, that don't even guarantee you the fights because Devin Haney's a champion. He can't even fucking get his mandatory in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So JARON Ennis not being a champion, it's going to be hard to get fights. It's going to be fucking damn near impossible because he's too good and these motherfuckers don't want to take no L's. And they handlers don't want they motherfucking fighters to take L's. They don't want to get out there and get embarrassed like Thomas Dulorme out there, you know what I'm saying, doing a dance and shit. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, you know. But shout out to Dulorme for giving him an opportunity. Salute. You dig what I'm saying? But these fighters don't want to get out there and get done like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Looking crazy in the first round, man. Dude ain't even broke a sweat yet. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. How did y'all feel about JARON Boots in his performance? And what do y'all want to see next for him, man? Do y'all want to see him, you know, what guy in the WBA or the IBF or whichever sanctioning body, who you want to see him fight next in the IBF so he can get to that mandatory position? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender regime, boxing, I'll holler at y'all boys, man.